Hi there. I wanted to make a quick tutorial on sort of giving feedback, but also how it relates to a standards-based classroom with disaggregating skills in your gradebook, and then how that translates into a gradebook that is in a traditional style school in terms of grading. So what you're looking at here is a piece of student writing. They had to pick a charity that they deem worthy of support, and it was all about learning research skills and argumentative writing and informational writing. And so we spent forever learning all of these several different skills, and there was a lot of feedback along the way. Eventually this became due, and so I provided some feedback sort of in on the sides now, because now it's become more of a summative piece. So what I wanted to kind of go over was where this student needed a little bit of work. So over here, I'm noticing that she has a lot of facts and direct quotation marks all throughout these couple of paragraphs, but she's not including citations. And so that's something that she needs to work on. So I talk about, without citing your sources, it becomes plagiarism, even if it is paraphrased or indirect quotes. And that is a trend throughout the rest of her paper. That being said, if you come over here and you look at the rubric, I have disaggregated the skills. And I'm going to kind of explain this because it looks like you're looking at a lot here. And so we've got our mastery levels, which the students have known about all year long. We've been using all year long. And so 3 indicates mastery. 4 would indicate an in-depth understanding of the skill. They would have to sort of complete advanced applications of the material. And then I do some 0.5s and things like that, but nothing in between. So it goes 4, 3.5, 3, 2.5. So on and so forth. So for the charity research paper alone, I was looking at 4 major skill areas. And in addition to the feedback that you already saw on the Google Doc, I'm giving the evaluation over here. So you always have to sort of differentiate between feedback and evaluation. The one skill that I said that she was sort of struggling with, which was avoiding plagiarism and citing correctly, I put not there yet. Now, technically, I would say she's probably like maybe a 2 or a 2.5, and I could have put that here, but I think not there yet sort of implies something different, and I think that it helps to show that I expect you to, use my feedback and change, as opposed to if I were to just say this is where you are, then she would probably not change. So, and I write an additional note, additional feedback here. Your argument was substantiated by your wealth of facts and statistics. By providing so much support to your argument, you helped to build a really solid case. It's clear that you care about the issues that the Trevor Project aims to support. I learned a lot about this topic from you. You have not mastered the citation standard yet, however. I have left you a lot of feedback on your document that I want you to use in order to improve, revise your essay. Read all of my feedback, meet with me if you need to, and then resubmit for regrading. So how this looks then when I translate this all into my gradebook, which my school uses an electronic gradebook called Progress Book, and it is not set up for standards-based grading at my school. But I can still disaggregate the skills. I can still, instead of just calling this one big thing research paper, there's 4 different grades for this paper alone. So something to know about my gradebook is that it's split into 2 parts, the summative and the formative. Formative is 0% mathematical impact on the grade. Summative is 100% mathematical impact on the grade. So, but I always say, formative is 0% mathematical impact, but it's 100%, academic impact. Because this project, where you are seeing it right now, is at the final stages, this has become a summative grade. Because all along we did all the formative learning. Now, that being said, it's almost nothing is ever summative. Even summatives can be revisited until I have to turn in my grades at the end of the year. It's still open for revision. So you'll notice a lot of the standards that was just on, if I go back to this document, whoops, not that one. You'll notice these, like, this is literally the name of the standard, W7.1a. I can make a claim and acknowledge opposing claims. I can support claims with logical reasoning and relevant evidence. You're going to notice those over here. Some of them have abbreviated, let's see here. Here we go. Some of them have abbreviated names because it only lets you type in so much. Here's the one down here that I said that she said that she's not there yet. And I gave a little description. This is for your research paper. See the rubric as well as the feedback I wrote in your paper for this skill, and then I rename it, gathering information and quoting without plagiarizing. You are not there yet. Read all of my feedback, meet with us, resubmit for regrading. So this is how I make it work in sort of a traditional grade book. The reason why it's so important to be specific on which skills are receiving which evaluation is because grades should be a mode of communication. It should communicate a level of mastery. They really shouldn't be a reward or a punishment. But even teachers who already believe that grades should be communicative, if you're not specific, the student isn't clear, the teacher isn't clear, and the parent isn't clear